aren't we? So when I was on the road in London at the end of the week, I was listening to Tisa Tells, and my hat off to her for just staying the course and just doing lots of research and breaking these stories down. Really commendable, not getting embroiled in any dramas. And you know what? We reached out to Tisa Tells many, many times, and she's never come on the channel. And I wondered why. And maybe that is her strategy, to stay focused, to not get involved with anyone else in the Diddy sphere. Perhaps she saw people were going to fall out and she didn't want to get dragged into the mix. Maybe she is so prescient in her futurology that she managed to avoid all these people making videos about each other, which, like I said in the beginning, distracts us from the mission. So she did a great stream about addressing this building that Jay-Z said didn't exist. And I'll just break down the timeline of what Tisa Tells said. So she said that Busby went to court and presented receipts to prove Jay-Z lied in court about the house not existing. She also said, alleged, Diddy let Jay-Z lie about the house being non-existent while he sat back, basically. Jay-Z's team said a certain house doesn't exist, the house that matches the victim's description of the house, Jane Doe. Jay-Z's legal team denied it exists, but Busby found the hidden property records. Tisa Tells said the house does exist, and Diddy owned it from 1998 to 2023. That Jay-Z partied at the house for years and attended a party at the mansion 2 months before the alleged SA. Busby said the house purchased 1998 2023 records to court. And Diddy, Tisa Tells, is alleging let Jay-Z dig his own grave by lying about the house. He didn't warn him not to swear the house didn't exist. So it's a lie by omission, I guess. And Tisa talked about how Jay-Z partied at the mansion, whether he knew Diddy owned it or not. So there you go. I'm wondering if Tisa Tells has had any legal action against her. Many of you are aware that we've had a legal situation escalate and we've had to remove Diddy, 90% of the Diddy videos. So Jay-Z has made a major legal request in the lawsuit. And they asked the court to sanction Busby, alleging he did not personally meet with the woman ahead of filing the legal complaint, TMZ reported. Spiro said Busby admitted to not personally speaking with Jane Doe ahead of filing the case, which is a major ethical lapse. But Busby responded that what Spiro has filed, like everything else he has filed thus far, is utterly frivolous and meritless. And Busby previously told TMZ that he did, in fact, personally interview the plaintiff, as did 4 other lawyers, noting that he said that anyone who says otherwise has their own agenda. Busby said that with every frantic filing, the defense in this case grows more desperate. And he added of his case against Carter, the rules apply equally to everyone, even those who wrongly think they are above the law. No one is above the law. And the Daily Mail reached out to Spiro for further comment on the story. And lawyers for Jay-Z said that Busby didn't properly vet Jane Doe ahead of the December interview. Jane Doe said in her legal filing she was living in Rochester in 2000. blah, blah, blah. We already know what she said. We've gone over that extensively. So I'm not going to repeat all that. And Diddy's lawyers have dismissed Busby's lawsuits as shameless publicity stunts designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them, just as lies have been spread about Mr. Combs. Now, one thing that Tisa tells was hammering home repeatedly throughout her streams that I was listening to at the end of the week. She said that there's someone on the sidelines of the Jay-Z situation with a slingshot. And she gave a biblical story or an analogy. And she said, this person has been waiting on the sidelines with the slingshot loaded, and the sling has been pulled back and fired, and the shot is on its way. And Tisa tells confidently predicted and announced on her channel that this shot is going to hit Jay-Z. She said 10 business days, so 2 weeks. And I was listening to her say this on Thursday night when I was driving around in London to my hotel. So we have seen the club rally around Jay-Z. We've analyzed the tens of billions in business deals riding on the value of his name. If you think Tisa tells her prediction is correct, that the crapola is going to hit the fan with Jay-Z in this month, that the slingshot, the metaphorical slingshot, is going to land, put a 1 in the chat. If you think the club and the tens of billions of deals riding on Jay-Z's name are going to continue to prop Jay-Z up, put a 2 in the chat. And let us see where the votes come in here. Because many people seem to be salivating at the very beginning of the Jane Doe allegation, predicting all kinds of things about Jay-Z. But Jay-Z has announced business deal after business deal and signaled to the world, even though we know he must be crapping himself, and an allegation, whether you true or not, the smell of that sticks and damages your brand. Looks like it's about 80%, 70% ones right now. Yeah, Monica, until after the Super Bowl. That is exactly what Charlie Robinson told us. It was going to be after the Super Bowl. Michelle, did I watch Jag's show last night? Michelle, I have been so focused on just trying to create content. The last few days, I've not had a chance to watch Jag's shows, but I urge people to watch Jag's channel. She is the prophet when it comes to the Diddy sphere and the Jigger Man. She has been proven right time after time, and people can continue to mock her present predictions. But will these people be apologizing when these predictions come true this year? I doubt it, because they're all meanies who are just rooting for anyone getting reach to tumble, because they won't get off their own lazy asses to build platforms. They'd rather spend their days rooting for people to fall down and putting all kinds of horrible stories up about people that are absolute poppycock. Let me see. Have I got a Luigi story? A Luigi photo? Yep, here it is. Let's get this Luigi photo up. And before we sign off for Beverly, we will look at a little Luigi news. Let's see, has it come up yet? No. All I got to do is hit that presenter thing, share screen. There he is, and he's